Just answering questions with WAPTEK. Dear WAPTEK, why are all mass killings in America associated with and are accompanied by government security drills? That's a very oddly specific and yet vague thing to say. And exercises. They're not. Every single person who's ever brought this up has failed to tell me what they were, because there's a problem with it. Let's take Sandy Hook for an example. Well, there was a drill scheduled that day. Which one? What was it? And then they won't answer, because then if they do, you find out it was a bunch of people in a room 20 or 30 miles away discussing what they would do during whatever catastrophe. That literally was it. It was something that literally happened like once every freaking week or every month or something like that. But I'll take you on this. Security drills by the government. Okay, the U.S. government does exercises and drills and security activities literally every day of the week. But it happens at the same time. Yeah, but are they in the same continent? One person even pointed out, well, there's this, hamster shield or whatever, and it was something happening in a different continent. Well, I'm technically not wrong. No, you're just technically incompetent. Next, why isn't anyone, students, parents, teachers, citizens, patriots, blah, 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 and especially politicians, asking questions and taking action to find the answer to you saying this? Why aren't you? You're the one making the assertion without backing it up. I want everyone below to list. Let's play. It's a drinking game or bingo, depending on what you want to do. Name of catastrophe, and then right next to it, name of the supposed drill that happened that day, if you can find it. I freaking double dog dare you. Every one of you out there that hates my channel, hate on me correctly. September 11th, and what was the drill? What was the exercise? What is the thing you're vaguely associating so you can keep this bullshit meme going? Now, there are actual occurrences like this, yes. But again, one of them I'm not naming. That's your job, should you choose to accept it. Was an assertion about a shooting that happened, this is the funny part, in another country, and a drill happening in the United States. What kind of numbnuts are you people? No, really. There are actual occurrences like this. There are happenstance occurrences like this. But this is sort of like, we can find 130 patents that we can vaguely associate with chemtrails. But you won't actually discuss what the patents contain. You just bladder off the numbers, Gish Gallop style. Make a list, post it somewhere, seam it, that'll be good, and then let me go through and look at it. I'll find any of them that are synced up, that even have a possibility of being associated. None of you'll do it. No, there wasn't a drill in Las Vegas. You say there is? Okay, which is it? No, I mean it. You don't get the key name for it or locations or anything. None of you are told this. Well, we're being given the truth. Yeah, but you're getting part of it. Half-truth. Can't know the name of it, then you'd find out it was literally 5 or 6 people in a room talking together. It wasn't a damn drill. Next. Thanks. Since most of my mind spinters are being addressed so far, 90% overlap of shared opinions, okay, we'll be moving towards more technical questions, and to that end, it is humanly still possible to retrieve YouTube archives. Today I mentioned in another video a YouTube channel that has been blanked. Now, I don't necessarily have to agree with the person. I might very much disagree with them, but you have to make the archives yourself. YouTube and Google are blocking archivers. Facebook blocks them. I don't even want to bring up everything else. But yeah, they can be, but the thing is, archive.org doesn't archive the videos at all anymore. It used to. There are still a few videos that you can get. I would have grabbed all of my old videos if I could have done it. Do I have to have a Mensa level IQ to do so for retrieving data? Needs further elaboration, happy to yada yada. Okay. This is the hard part. You have to learn by looking at a YouTube video page. You have to literally learn what the actual code for the data file is. It's a data stream, which is very different, and all the code in it. Or what actually worked before is archive.org would actually grab the video because it was just a video. It just had a link in it, was able to do it. Once YouTube and Google figured out that was being done and people were using it, they started making sure that it was prevented from happening. So I don't have a solution. Next one. This is somebody who posted this as a PM. I'm going to give you my idea if you and when you and the others make money. Keep me in the mind. It's time to make apps for your shows. Get the WAPTEK app at Microsoft Store, Google Store, etc. Censorship at its finest. I have never seen this country so divided in my life. Even my father, who is 82 years old, says he has lived through the Depression, civil rights, etc. when it was at its peak. World wars. He says Russia and others have so divided that now they whoever they may be are attacking our Constitution. He said in the early 1900s, England defeated China in the trading war. To make this long story short, England defeated Chinese by getting them all strung out on opiates. The Opium Wars. Very similar to what has transpired here in our country recently. They, whoever they are, have divided us in every aspect. They have a lot of Americans strung out on drugs or killed us by drugs or by other means. I would say the internet is the ultimate opiate for the masses. Used to be religion. We are being controlled by other countries and by the news we watch and what channels. Guess other countries own part of CNN and Fox. That young man in Florida scared them because of his intellect, because they control our education system, they control what we watch, they control how many hours we have to work to pay our bills and food, and boy, the fix was in. One of the points I'm going to bring up here is that the young man in Florida that's getting harassed, he's going to be one of many. One kid actually blocked a bunch of bullets and took them for his friends. Basically, these people scare the hell out of conservatives for the same reason that young people scared the hell out of the establishment and had an effect on the Vietnam War. They have to demonize them. There's nothing else they can do. They know that they are screwed, because once all of these high school kids who are outraged at being told you can't make laws unless we give you permission, once these kids reach voting age, they're going to vote out everybody who disagrees with them. They will have long memories and they will remove these people from office at every level they can, because they simply have no reason not to. For the ones you see on camera in Florida and other cities that marched over the last couple of days, you're going to see one thing. A simple, straightforward response. My life depends on you people not being in power. That is the last thing on earth you want to hear from the populace. My life depends on you not being in power is never a good position to be in. And it doesn't matter how much backpedaling they're going to do. These are politicians. So what will happen, not may, will happen, is that no one will ever believe them again. Every current politician that doesn't kiss a massive amount of ass right now and fix things is screwed. But anyway, let's go on. I know you understood where I was going with the things I said earlier when I wrote you. I like you, buddy, and wish nothing but the best for you. I wish the best for everyone as well. If anybody's curious, I even wish the best for people I don't like. The best way to defeat an opponent is to make them blisteringly happy so they have no reason to mess with you anymore. No, really. Shout-outs to all the people who hated on me and Logan Running. I hope you all have a better life. Then you'll have something better to do than mess with me. It's only through misery we get at each other's throats, it seems. Or we raise each other up. Anyway. I want you to succeed in your channel. The fact is, the Russians, as well as other countries, think we are not very smart, and they think we can't influence our own minds. They can influence our minds and thoughts, and who we will vote for by buying negative ad space in YouTube, Facebook, Google, side of the freeway, yes, Burma shape. Other countries have bought our politicians, really? And in the form of donations through companies they own stock in. Russians especially think Americans are dumb. They feel they can influence our senators, congressmen. No, they don't feel it, they found out. And it's on both sides. I'm not kidding. I'm not making a Trump joke. It's really there. Other countries are getting legislation passed on these activities, which in the long run influence our education system and our laws and will have freedoms. Those kids in Florida kind of freaked them out because I think some people thought our kids' faces were buried in their phones and video games. I think people hoped for it. Again, the opiate for the masses. The internet has not got as much power as people think. And A bunch of politicians who were bemoaning all of this are suddenly realizing, oh crap. I'm sorry, but what argument are you going to come up with telling a bunch of people who are young and really don't care about the consequences that they don't need to change a law? And then what is your explanation? Oh, all of you people who want to change the law against my will as a senator, you're actors. That's going to work really freaking good. That's going to convince people to vote for you the next term, Mr. Senator or Representative. Across the board, every one of these people needs to start kissing ass, because corporations can only keep you voted in so long. They can only buy so many electoral votes. This isn't an electoral vote this time. This is raw voting each state. Gerrymandering is being redone and ripped out in some states now. And these kids are going to eventually run for office and vote each other in. They're not interested in compromise anymore, or discussion. They're angry. And they outnumber everybody else every single year by a little over 1.5 to 1. That's enough to tilt it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.